This is what it feels like to be happy. Finally. This is what it feels like to not wanna up and leave. I deserve to be happy and I found it. We deserve to be happy and we got it. Course my eyes, they still get glassy, but I can say that I know what it feels like to be happy. To be happy. Finally, to be happy. And I found it. So the intro for the EP, it's called To Be Happy. It's a continuation of a song from an EP that I took down from a lot of services called Deserve to Be Happy. I still love a lot of my old songs and projects in general. I just didn't think the quality stood up against the likes of Prismatic and Power Trip, and like they're up here and the quality of the others are down here. I do want to revisit them and remake them and redo things with them, and if I ever go on tour they will be performed live. But Deserve to Be Happy in particular, it was the first single from the Other Side era, and a friend I had at the time sent me a video of her singing it in a different way, and it was completely a cappella, and I was like, I like this way. So I saved the video and like I came back to it when I was writing this project, and I was like, oh, this is good, and like it's the perfect through line from the Other Side project to the Prismatic project, that it's like the same, almost the exact same song, just different melody. But this new version, it was much more elongated, like vowels and like words and much more power behind it. And I just felt it fit the intro good because I didn't want to make it a whole like second part to the song where it's just like a more slowed down, like longer, different kind of vibe. I was like, no, this is fine just being that little like 8-line part and just being complete a cappella. And then I hit one of my highest notes in the recording of one of them, and I was like, I like that, but I don't like how it starts. I'm just going to put it at the end and keep it there to show off that my vocals are fine even without autotune. Oh, and did some vocals from far away, like projecting vocals, and I've been filming some of the vocal takes. Wish I'd been filming that one because I had no idea I could do vibrato without even realizing. Like, I was trying to hold a note, and then next thing I know, my voice was like doing the shaky thing, and then went back to like completely flat, and I heard it in my headphones. I was like, that was not me. There's literally no way I did that, but I did. So not to boast or anything, but like, just wish I'd been filming that. But at least it's recorded, so I have it. I've hit higher notes now because I've been training my voice, but we move. That's To Be Happy, the intro. That's just a little backstory. No. No, honey. No. That was it. I mentioned a lot in the like clips that I took before I really started recording the EP about how this project is about cutting out all hate, moving on from that, growing up, and being very positive and love and light this, love and like that. But that doesn't work out as much as I would love for that to happen, or the world in general to be like that. It's not viable, is that the word? It's not really like real. Like the hate that I got on TikTok after promoting this project as my love and light, like I'm done with the hate, if you hate me that's all on you, I don't have any hatred towards anybody, I don't have any anger in me. the hate that I got on TikTok kind of like put that hate and anger and annoyance back in me for good, I would say. Like if it's a for better or for worse situation, mostly for the better.
Build a bridge, get across. There are no hard feelings from me to you. No, not from me. No, not on me. That's all on you. Not hard to. From me to you. From me to you. From me to you. You. From me to you. From me to you. You. From me to you. There are no hard feelings.
That's too close. Then okay, hold on, need to okay. There are no hard feelings.
There are no hard feelings. There are no hard feelings. No hard feelings. There are no hard feelings. There are no hard feelings. There are no hard feelings. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. No hard feelings. No hard feelings.
I'm stacking these vocals as if I have enough space to do that. I have no more tracks left.
No hard feelings. There are no hard feelings. No hard feelings.
I'm done now. These are my recording headphones. They are the fancy ones you see all like the big people use, like Ariana Grande's Positions, like studio session videos she released like last month. This is what she used. I've had these for a while. I just didn't think they'd sound much different. They do. So yeah, that was no hard feelings. I want to get the chorus more hard hitting, so I added those. That's what I did. Let me show you. Hold on, let me show you everything. So these are the ones I just did with the no hard feelings, and then stacked again, but panned just because I had nowhere else to put them. And then this is another one that I did. I would play it back for you, but I literally can't. I did this one here from further away, and these two. Yeah. I wish it was like one of those setups where like I'm in one room recording, so you can hear my vocals through the speaker. You can like play this back through speakers in a different room, but I don't have that because I'm not rich yet. So, because I know now, like a year after, nearly a year since the project came out, and probably a year it would have been over a year since I got like a ton of TikTok hate because I posted No Hard Feelings in May, and the hate came in like that weekend of the release. So it's been over a year since I got the hate, and like the EP being like all love, all light, all happiness, all flowers, sunshine, rainbows, bright, shiny. No, that didn't work. Like the hate that I got online with the singles and leading up to the project itself, kind of instilled that anger and hatred and madness and annoyance back in me for the good. Like now I'm fully able to see from an outside perspective that wasn't a healthy way to go about things, like trying to cut out all negative shit. Like that's not gonna work. That's just gonna damage me and my brain, and it did, and it made me bottle up so many things that I'm only now getting to work through. It made me bottle up all the negative stuff that I didn't want to feel. Like there's a lot going on that I just didn't want to even acknowledge. I was like, push it aside, bottle it up, push it down, don't even think about it, because I didn't want to kill my vibe, so to speak. But here we are. It's been a year, so I've had a year to reflect. I'm now able to see from a different perspective. I'm a completely different person, like completely different person. So I'm about to submit No Hard Feelings for release, like official release, for May 20th. I'm about to press done. I have all the information in, all the prices, I have all the legal stuff, all the writers, just me, the time, the lyrics, the file name, cover art, release time, everything. I'm about to press done, and then it's up and ready to go. And I just thought it's a momentous occasion. I need to film the start of the era for Prismatic, because this is like the first single, but it's like not. It's the first single of this cycle era thing, but it's not going to be on the EP track list, but it fits the theme, and I think it's the perfect bridge between, well, I mean, the droplets have kind of created a perfect bridge and a perfect story themselves, but this isn't a droplet. It's like a droplet if it was within the circle of the Prismatic era, you know? Like, we had the Other Side project, which was cute. Like, some of the songs, do I like them anymore? No. Would I produce them differently? Absolutely. And then we have Sideline, which is almost like a droplet, but from the within the Other Side circle. And then Hail Mary, which is like completely new route for me, which I might start taking again, because I kind of love that kind of like electric guitar, kind of like hard, heavy, got something to say kind of beat, like instrumental, which is like part one of the bridge. And then Wasted, which is like the water under the bridge, because I don't like it anymore, but like it kept the thing flowing. But it was also like the first song I used Pro Tools for, so I was getting used to it, so that's my excuse. Then we have Platinum Gold, which was like the next part of the bridge. Crazy Love, which is the next part of the bridge, but Platinum Gold and Crazy Love were like two of the same. They were their own moment, like they were almost their own era, let's say. And then we have No Hard Feelings, which would be the next part, but it would be the part of the bridge within the Other Side, not the Other Side, Prismatic circle, you know? That makes no sense to nobody but me, but in my brain I can picture a circle with two parts of the start and the end of the bridge, and then all these singles building the bridge in the middle. That's, if I can somehow make a drawing of it, you'll understand, but like, in my brain it makes sense. Let's upload this. 3, 2, verifying, uploading. We're uploading artwork, which is cute. And then track 1, yes. The hate has kind of stopped, which is nice. And I've also, complete side note, but that hate kind of like made me step away from TikTok for a while. Like I was off TikTok because it was giving me so much anxiety for months. Only recently have I come back to it, and even now I don't have my notifications on. when I go into it, I only go in to post a video and then I leave again. More recently, I've gotten a lot of, not hate, like it's not love, but it's not hate, but like I've got people positively engaging with my content, so to speak, because it's like Harry Styles content or concert content, and it's like people love that shit. But then I post a video about my music and it's crickets, maybe 200 views, but that's only because of my followers that probably see it on their like For You page. So that's the thing. But yes, it made me step back from social media a lot, and I commented this on a YouTube video a few days ago, how that hate, I used to be such a big part of that. Like the content I was digesting, for lack of a better word, it was full of hate and full of like, this person did this 5-10 years ago, we have to hate them, this, and just like fully cancel culture, full hating on anybody doing anything outside of the norm. I was never really the outside of the norm hating people. I was like, yes bitch, do your thing, but there was still like hate there for a lot going on in my life. And then I step back and I'm like, that's not good, like at all. Like the content you're taking in really reflects how you view your life and what else is going, and like just a lot was happening. And I might actually get up the comment if I can find it. I'll stick it here if I can find it.
There is 2 minutes until no heartbeat, I guess now. I've just been sitting here finishing up some producing on other songs. So let's open Spotify. Can't do that, not that for me. Spotify web player is search. One minute. I'm gonna get sick. Make sure I am on my what the fuck. It's out. It should be out anyway. I'll be back. So I'm back, but I'm in bed now because the desk, not the vibe. The song is out. People are liking it. My friends are like sharing it on their stories, telling other people to listen. It's just like, I'm so happy. I love this song so much. I'm whispering to everybody to sleep. But yeah, I'm very happy. In a second, I'm going to go back and finish producing Double Dose, because that's what I'm doing tonight, because what else would I be doing? Because I want to get that up as the next single and like get it done and like be like, hey, this song is definitely done, no, nothing else needs to be done to it. Put it in like a folder and be like ready to go. But yeah, I have nothing else really to say other than I'm very happy. It's out everywhere for my time zone and everywhere, right, left, everywhere, right in my time zone. So yeah. The thing about releasing it, it's just a lot of promotion. Like you have to make posters, you have to post it everywhere online multiple times so nobody misses it. You have to post it on multiple different social medias. You have to make merch if you're doing that. You have to do videos. You have to. There's just a lot to do, and I have a lot to do. I'm gonna have to make a hyperfollow page in a sec, which is just like all the links for all like the different streaming, which is like not that big of a deal, but like it's a lot of work. You have to go to each individual streaming website or app, search your name, search the song title, get it, get a link, copy that link into a new website, and then gather all the links, make sure nothing crashes, save it, and then post it everywhere. So yeah, it's just a lot of work, but it's all worth it, because when you make stuff you love, you don't mind pushing it to do well. So yeah, bye, love you.
I also wasn't taking intoxically positive content, which made me realize it's okay to feel these negative, quote unquote negative emotions like anger and fear and annoyance and hatred is a very strong word, but like hatred definitely is part of a lot of people's lives, I think, and is a very normal and okay feeling. So I was able to step back, like actually work on myself. I thought Prismatic EP was about working on myself. It wasn't. That was just what I thought was working. There was one night I had a headache, and once my headache had gone, I just sat up in bed at like 2 or 3 a.m. and I typed out like aggressively. I had starts to a lot of songs that had like a verse and a chorus. Like, that was mostly what I did back then. It was like a verse and a chorus, and then I just left it. And I liked the idea, and I had like a melody, and I had an instrumental for it, but I never got around to finishing them. So one night I just in bed, I remember it so vividly. I finished Prismatic. I finished typing up Iridescent, and like that was what they were, and it was perfect. And it was like a thing I had meant to do like a lot of times. I was like, I need to sit down and get these songs finished, because they were started. I had started recording them and everything, and I just needed to get a second verse and like a bridge, and then I had it done. You know what I mean? And then there's this night I just did it like fully, flat out done. And there was other nights where I sat up in bed and I was just like, okay, this is gonna be Chrysalis. Started writing it from the start again because I didn't like the old version. And then that was pretty much it. Like Dreamland came together pretty fast as well. Like a lot of lyrics recently have been like, I have a verse, I have a chorus, I have the start of a second verse, but I don't have an end. But then when in recording, I just ad lib my way through it, and somehow I'm like, okay, that actually sounds good. Let me take that part again and properly put power into that vocal, because I like that line that I just did off the top of my head. Now I'm driving from the backseat, 'cause I'm a backseat driver now. 'Cause I'm a backseat driver now. Yeah, you never got my life 17. Turning out where I wanna be. Yeah, we're in the back, the back, making sure we don't crash. Put down the seats, I don't wanna leave. I haven't really been filming this process, I'm sorry, but I'm filming bits, like I'm filming vocal recordings, and I'm doing melodies, so I'm recording that. I could do this one. I want it to be an instrumental, but I kind of want to put lyrics on it now, so... Oh no, this is the wrong one. This is the old one. Hold on, I have a new one. It's somewhere here. This will give me more structure. Never believed in dreamland, with colors over the clouds. Never thought it was dreamland, but I've been there now. Into hell and back, yeah, it hurt like that. I can be on track. Fell into this dreamland. Now I'm in a dreamland. this idea. It's not anything like that, but like, ooh, now I'm torn. I could use that as an intro to this EP and cut the other intro and just release that intro as like a kind of like a side thing. Because I know damn well I'm gonna have a lot of like ideas that don't make it, because I want to make it like 8 tracks at most. Right now there are 9, 10 and 9, yeah. One of them's a completely a cappella intro, which I might end up keeping. I don't know. But I have a feeling if I can get it down to 6 tracks, that's like perfect. Then I could do a B-sides of like songs that were made but I didn't put on. I don't know. And then the intro could be on that. And then I want to do Act 2 of like the Prismatic Act 2, which is like same vibes but like different kind of lyrics and stuff like that. I don't know. Let's see if there's any other things I can use to get harmony. No harmonies with vocals for. Oh, here's the plan that I had for Dreamland, which I like. Just not for those lyrics. Too long, had to grow up and change before I could finally move on. Maybe? Chrysalis, maybe? Doesn't sound very Chrysalis to me though. No, never mind, this instrumental is not it, never mind, fuck that. I don't know. Here's a project I did. I might use this for some fun. Like all you in hopes that you don't pick up. It's just a cut off and move from us. I look your way and not in your eyes, 'cause I can handle you looking in mine. Maybe. How I have 2 exams tomorrow, so naturally I'm procrastinating doing any study for them with stressing about anything else I could possibly stress about, which right now is my music and how that's gonna work. Because I was thinking, as I was saying on this Instagram rant that I didn't save, I was saying how I've written a lot of songs outside of this project and I haven't even finished writing the songs within this project yet, which is kind of stressing me out. And I'm just stressing about like how it's gonna work, like what I'm gonna release when, and like I have this one idea that I was like I could put this in the EP, and then it was like it doesn't need to be. So that's how I'm doing. And then I was like, there's a few songs that I have on the EP track list currently that I don't think fit the vibe, but at the same time I think all the other songs fit the vibe too well. Like the EP is almost too cohesive, where every track is like about the same thing. It's like, well, the intro's the intro, that's different. There's a few that like I want to keep on the EP. The ones I want to keep on the EP are the intro, which is called To Be Happy. By the time this comes out, it's not going to be leaking a title because it'll already be out. To Be Happy, Dreamland, Iridescent and Prismatic. But the problem I have is that all of the songs are like about the exact same thing, where like Iridescent, Reflections, Prismatic, they're all the same fucking shit. So like, is there any point like keeping them if they're all just the same? They tell different stories, but they talk about like the same thing overall. Like, I'm prismatic, I'm iridescent now. Like, Ian, we get it, is you have done a lot of self-growth and are shining more than you ever have. It's fine. You don't need 12 songs to tell us that, you know? But there are two songs that I are like just pop songs with no deeper meaning, and like I like to do pop songs as singles, but I feel like these songs could fit on the EP. Like especially because I thought, like I've been thinking, like the EP track list, I'm like, I don't know what I think about it, but I think it's finished. And it's been the same since like day one. Like if I'm gonna make the EP super cohesive and every track be about the same thing, chop them off, throw in a different one. Like there's one song that I wrote called Lost in Transit, and it's like about me losing myself on the self-reflection journey. So that could go in, but then that just ties into the same theme, and it's like I don't want people to listen to it and be like, oh, this is just the same song written and produced differently 6, 7, 8 times, you know? I don't know. And I hate when this happens because I love music so much. Like I love making music and writing music and just releasing it. And now I'm just like stressing over it, and that's never a good thing. Because if I stress over it, it means I'm overthinking, but also I have a feeling after my exams tomorrow when there's no procrastination to be done, I'm just going to dive into the music and the stress will be completely gone. But I don't know. Maybe I'll finish writing this EP, because there are songs like Dreamland and the intro and Chrysalis, and that's 3 out of 8 that are like, they talk about self-growth but in different ways. And this EP is called fucking Prismatic, so it needs to have the song called Prismatic on there. So that has to be on there. So that's 4 out of 8. And like No Hard Feelings could be on there, but like I want that as like the single before the like project. I don't know. This is just that stage where I'm like, oh, I don't know what to do, but I think I'll figure it out soon enough. Like, No Hard Feelings could definitely be one of the 8 songs on the track list, but I think that's the perfect song to be like, there are no hard feelings because I've done my self-growth and I've come to peace with myself and everything about myself. So I'm gonna cut off all the anger and hatred I used to once hold and move on with my life. So there are no hard feelings between me and the people in my past who I've had issues with. But if there are hard feelings, it's all on them. It's all their side. I don't hate anybody anymore. Do I dislike some people and dislike things that have happened? Yes, absolutely. Would I ever want to rekindle friendships with people? The people that I've written about, and that specific song is about, like me telling them there's no hard feelings between me and you. If you have hard feelings, that's your problem. Would I want to rekindle a friendship with some of those people? No, but I'm at peace with what had happened with that situation, you know? So, yeah, that's just basically what's on my mind right now. Track list right now is To Be Happy intro, which is just an a cappella, like, continuation of Deserve to Be Happy from the last project. And then it goes, I think it's Dreamland. Hold on, let me get up my notes. It's the intro, Dreamland, because that's different. It's very like, I fell into this dreamland and I'm feeling great. Okay, so as it stands right now, I forgot Double Dose. Double Dose is completely different actually. The track list I think could be fine. But right now the track list is standing at To Be Happy intro, Chrysalis, which is about like me turning from a moth into a butterfly once and for all. Then Prismatic, which is just about like I'm doing so much better. Then Iridescent is like I'm glowing. And then there's an interlude which I could cut if I want to. And then it's Dreamland, which is like I've fallen into this dreamland, feeling much better than I ever have before. And then Double Dose, which is like I've met this new person, and if I could overdose on them, I would. And then it's Backseat Driver, which I don't really want on the EP, which is kind of annoying. I could change that though, I don't know. Yeah, I forgot half these songs existed. There's no stress about this anymore. The stress just faded away when I found this track list. Whoopsies. Once the songs are finished, or like fully written, I'll be back and talking about them, because for this EP I'm not releasing any singles, any announcements until everything is done and like ready to go. So yeah, I sat down one night, just typed up finishing all the songs, and I got them finished, and that was when I like properly went into full production mode for the songs. And yeah, I just finished. I'm not gonna say all of them. I think it was only Iridescent and Prismatic, because I had started like recording them, and there was like already so much of them done. I was just like, Ian, you just sit down and get these songs done, finish writing them, and then just one night I did it, and it was great. That's how I'm feeling. That was just a quick check-in. Peace. I thought Prismatic EP was about working on myself. It wasn't. That was just what I thought was working. I mean, it was work. It was like pushing myself to a better place personally, and just in life in general. But I think now, more than ever, I'm in that place where I've grown the most. I'm in the best place possible. But yet I don't have to write about it to show it off, you know what I mean? Like, I think the whole writing about it and showing off that I'm better was part of the problem. Like, that was me trying to tell myself, oh, I'm much better, I've done the growth, I've done the self-healing, now I can move on. That's not the case at all. No stress here, baby. We feeling good. We feeling fine.